Best presents General and State Elections in Malaysian History GE1. I'm not going to do PR in 2023. I do know it's recent, but I'm not going to do it until we actually reach like GE15. Now this is GE1, or the first general election, even though this isn't the first, but the second one, because the first one was in 1955, but we don't count that as the first, because this one was the first one to elect representatives to the Dewan Rakyat. And it was the first parliamentary election in Malaya. So I guess that's why we call it GE1. But yeah, GE1 took place in 19th of August 1959 on a Wednesday. And for the first time, all members of the new Parliament of the Federation of Malaya were to be elected. And this was the first general election after independence and the last general election before the formation of Malaysia in 1963 and before the Malayan emergency in 1960, which was ended 1 year later. This was also the first one in which, we had like a bicameral parliament where we had the Dewan Rakyat and the Dewan Negara. And yeah, that's kind of all the first for this election. So, well, there are firsts for like parties, but we'll get to the parties later. And of course, there are many more constituencies inside this election. There's 104 constituencies, which is double that of last election, which was 52. And so, let us get into the actual parties of the thing. Returning again to be re-elected is Tunku Abdul Rahman, leading the Alliance Party, which is actually not a party, but a coalition. We went over this, but let's go to the, parties in this. Party/coalition/ whatever the fuck. The leading party is UMNO, the United Malays National Organization, which leads because it leads the top demographic in Malaya, the Malays. And then the second one is the Malayan Chinese Association, or MCA, which leads Chinese, obviously. And finally, Malayan Indian Congress, or MIC, which, I don't need to explain this. Altogether, the Alliance Party will contest in all 104 seats. However, they would be challenged. Tunku would be challenged. And not by On Jafar, because the Party Negara was absolutely wiped in 1955. I've shown you the election results before. So, they could not contest in as many seats. And there are many more seats anyway. So, the next challenge, sort of, was the PMIP Party, led by Burhanuddin Al-Helmi, their new president. They contest in 52 seats, which is not a simple majority of 53, but fuck it, I needed someone to be on the thumbnail, okay? And if you don't know, the PMIP is just the Pan-Malayan Islamic Party, and they're PAS. They're literally just PAS, but with a different name. So yeah, but there was another actual coalition called the Socialist Front, which was led by Ahmad Bostama. Yeah, the component parties were also three: Parti Rakyat Malaysia, Parti Buruh Malaysia, and the National Convention Party. Now this party, well, technically coalition, contested in 34 seats, which isn't enough to make the thumbnail, but it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. Another party was the PPP, or People's Progressive Party. A bit of a tongue twister. It's led by DRC Nivasagasam. Whatever, just screw it. I'm not saying that guy's name. Just screw you. I don't want you. I don't like you because your name sucks. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend the guy. Just his name is hard to pronounce. Anyways, they contested in 20 seats. The aforementioned Parti Negara now contested in a meager 7 seats. And the others were small parties and/or independents, which contested in 28 seats. And so, as you can see, I believe there were some seats in which the alliance won, uncontested. However, most of them were, contested. And so, before we get to the state elections, let's get into the results. We cutting, or is it cutting yet? But I need scissors. Yeah, Tunku Abdul Rahman and the Alliance Party just kind of won, winning 74 out of the 104 seats, a 2/3 supermajority. And they also actually only won 51.77% of the popular vote, just about around 800,000 votes. And of course, they formed the government. Tunku Abdul Rahman therefore remained as Malaya's first prime minister. In second place, of course, was the PMIP party, winning 13 seats and 21.27% of the popular vote. And this is kind of impressive, I guess, because they did contest in 52 seats, so 13 is it's like a quarter of it. It's a quarter of it, which is not bad, not bad. And then of course we have the Socialist Front, which contested in 34 seats and won 8 seats. And about a bit below 200,000% of the popular vote, and a bit below 13% on Jafar, and the Parti Negara won only 1 seat, with its sole seat winner being on Jafar himself. They won around 2.11% of the popular vote, but that is understandable considering they only contested in 7 seats, which is not a lot. And of course, TPP, almost forgot to mention them, contested in 20 seats, like I said before, and they won 4, winning just below 100,000 in the popular vote and winning around 6.3% in terms of percentage. And so, they contested in 20 seats, so this one's a bit below actually exactly a fifth. And 3 independents won, and also the Alliance won 3 seats uncontested. So that's very good, I guess. Now, this Parliament went on to do a lot of things. For example, in 1960, they ended the nationwide state of emergency that was created by the British in 1948, which is dubbed the very creatively known Malay emergency, to stomp out communism. And they kind of formed Malaysia in 1963, on September 16th, as we all know. And so Tunku Abdul Rahman then became the first Prime Minister of Malaysia, though the GE is in 1964, so perhaps that could be short-lived. Oh, and Tun Abdul Razak remained as the first Deputy Prime Minister of Malaya. Okay, so now for the state elections. They were mainly an alliance sweep, except for the states of Kelantan and Terengganu. First, let's start with Perlis. Alliance won all 12 seats, and so the new Perlis Menteri Besar would be the Sheikh Ahmad Muhammad Hashim, who was sworn in on the 1st of May. Now for Kedah, the alliance won all 24 seats, and so the Menteri Besar Kedah was Syed Omar Syed Abdullah Shahabuddin, sworn in on the 24th of May. Now for Malacca, remember Malacca has a governor, not a state sultan, and so this would be the chief minister of Malacca. Alliance won all 20 seats, and Ghaffar Baba became the chief minister of Malacca. Interesting. And he was sworn in on the 1st of June. Now, for Perak, it was actually not a alliance sweep. The alliance didn't win everything. So, the alliance won 31 seats, the People's Progressive Party 9 seats, the PMIP 1 seat out of the total of 40. So, the Menteri Besar of Perak would be Shari Shafi, who was sworn in on the 16th of May. Now, for Selangor, the alliance won 23 seats, the Socialist Front 3 seats, and 2 independents 1 seats, making it a total of 28 seats. And so, on the 30th of May, Abu Bakar Baginda was sworn in as the Menteri Besar of Selangor. Now, for Negeri Sembilan, the alliance won 20 seats, and the Socialist Front 3 seats, and so Muhammad Said Muhammad became the Menteri Besar of Negeri Sembilan on the 23rd of June. Now, Penang also has a governor, not a state sultan, and the alliance won 17 seats, and the Socialist Front 7 seats out of the total 24, and so Michael Wong Pao Ni was sworn in again as the Chief Minister of Penang. Now for Johor, the alliance won 28, Socialist Front 3, Independent 1, total is 32 seats, and Hassan Yunus would be sworn in as the Menteri Besar of Johor on the 27th of June. Pahang had 23 alliance seats and only 1 independent out of the 24, making Wan Abdul Aziz Unku Abdullah the Menteri Pahang, sworn in on the 18th of July. Now, here are the PMIP states. For Terengganu, PMIP won 13 seats, the alliance 7, and the Parti Negara 4 seats out of the total of 24, with Muhammad Daud Abdul Samad becoming the Menteri Besar of Terengganu on the 29th of June. Now, for Kelantan, POMIP won 28 seats and Alliance won 2 out of the 30, with Ishak Lotfi Omar becoming the Menteri Besar of Kelantan on the 9th of July. And so, that's kind of it. I guess I'll see you for the next election. Buddy. Yeah, it doesn't work with me.